Hey, I just want you to know I like your voice, but we can't hear you. You're muted.
Hello everybody. Just bringing up my laptop here. I'm running behind. I hope everybody else is doing okay today. I am surprisingly good. Work has been hard lately, but I'm getting through. And I just need to pop this out. Not the activity, that. There we go. And shift that over to there. Perfect. All right. Okay, so we are going to carry on from where we were. I had some rather interesting chaos happen to me. And why am I hearing? Oh, that's that thing. Okay, just a moment. There we are. Okay, so I had an awful, awful error or mishap. So, prototype. Prototype dice. That's it there. Then this one here. All painted, all finished except for the final little details to be added in. I clear coated it, and this happened. Oh, you can't even see it. Let me just zoom in here. Maybe you can see it if I zoom in. That. The white lifted. Every side. Absolutely ruined. I cannot fix this properly. These pieces are crazy glued in place. In order to take them off, I have to completely strip it. So that is hours and hours and hours gone. Wasted. Garbage. I am really not happy at all with that. Okay, so I have to start this all over again. Gina, there will be a delay. I am really sorry if you are listening right now, but there will be a delay. I'm going to send you a message regarding this, but it is just tragic. This happened overnight, and I have no way of fixing that. Not properly. Hey, Tenotron, how you doing? Doing better than me, I hope. I just came home to that when I got home. I sprayed it last night. I left it to cure, and that had happened. So, but on the other hand, we are also working on something that didn't have that happen with the same paints, same brand of paint. But we are going to continue working on this. I have figured out a way of dulling the finish on this. I am out of my whatchamacallit? What is it called? I'm out of Hey Thomas, how are you? I'm out of my matte finish paint. Clear coat. So I've got to dull this so it gives a nice matte finish on the leather portion of the grimoire. So we are going to, thanks Gizmo, we are going to, a little bit of acetone, very lightly wash it. Just rub on a bit of acetone through the whole thing and it will actually remove that finish. Do not breathe much with this. It dries very quickly, but it's going to be saturated in the paper towel. So this has got to go into the other room as soon as I'm done with it. But that mostly has taken off that finish that I don't want. Okay. Hey Genova, how are you? So good to see you. So we're just gonna pull the streaks to work in our advantage. The streaks will show up, so give it the look of the leather having been stretched. There. This I gotta get rid of, or I'm going to choke. Okay, I'm back. I am doing okay. I am tired. Work has been crazy, absolutely insane. It's okay, you don't have to be here for every stream, Genova. That's okay. But anyway, so back to work here. Or what I was saying, work has been very busy with the move. It has been absolute chaos. We're down into crunch time, overtime galore. And so with all of that, I'm still trying to work on these projects. And of course, there was that tragedy that happened with the other piece for this, or for the dice. But there was also an absolute abominable error. You can see my fingerprints here. I, in my infinite wisdom, decided after spraying it while the paint was still wet to grab it with my fingers. So, yeah. There's that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So that has gonna be touched up. But that will be an easy touch up to do. So tonight we are going to assemble the rest of this cover. That goes in there like that. Is that not going in also? Okay, there we go. Yeah. So there was one thing that I wanted to do here, and of course I didn't pull out the right. Already? I just started talking. Streaking? You don't do that? Okay, so I need paint, water. Give me a second, I gotta grab my water. I have not prepared. So, the blacklight paint looks gorgeous, by the way, under blacklight. I put it upstairs under the big blacklight lamp that we've got up there, and it was beautiful. All right, I need, of course, why would I have, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. Never lets you share your, yeah, it does the same thing for me. I don't know why. Life of a streamer, when are you prepared? I don't think I ever have been. There's been the few rare occasional streams where I am all set and ready to go because it's something big or important. But nope. Most of the time, nah. What's prepared? I have no idea. That is an animal I do not know. Okay, so if you are not familiar with this stuff, if you weren't here, I am actually using a blacklight paint. It has a slight bluish hue to it when it's on here, and it will glow under blacklight. I have ordered a blacklight marker as well because when I get to TennoCon, I am going to have people signing the pages. We're going to make an adjustment to the design too tonight to make that even more feasible. I can bring extra pages and swap them out. Okay, so there's that one. This one here. Okay. You get bonus channel points for a streak? I didn't know that. I did not know. But again, I don't pay a great deal of attention to everything that's going on around me. Too much information.
Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus.
I cannot wait for that one day I can tell you, nope. Okay. Get this one here. Right up there as well. Okay. So those, we can set those aside for the moment. Then we will just hit this one in here. Same spot all the way along the edge there. Okay, and there. All the bronze gets this. There we go. That's all of it. Good evening. How are you, Shem? Only get the bonus points for the first time you do the streak. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to keep this handy. It's just my little one here. And we are ready to test fit, see how it all goes together. Get the right pieces first. Getting healthier, still coughing out goo. Oh my goodness. That is awful. That is an awful sounding experience. I am so sorry about that. Okay, so that there. See if I can actually slip these together easily. That goes on there. This one goes in here. Can this easily go in there, or do I have to twist it on like I have been doing? I think I'm going to have to twist it on. Yep. Okay. These can be cemented down. Don't need that open. Where is my Gorilla Glue? There it is. We has Gorilla Glue. Come on. There. There's also this. These lines here line up with these here, so I do not want to get anything on that. So the glue is going to be applied to this side instead. Don't want to interfere with those. Get up here as well. We'll get it on the dots. On the registration points, probably a good spot to hit. And you probably can't see that because I'm out of camera. Of course. A horse is a horse, of course. Sorry, childhood. Yes, I'm old. I'm not that old, but I'm old. My father used to sing that to us a lot. All right, there is that half of the page. Cover. Salivating over going to Tau for 3+ years? I think we all have. The question is, are we actually going to Tau? I don't think so. I think it's something different. It looks to me like a memory simulation or something like that. Okay. Then we go a little bit of cement here at the end, a little bit more here. Is that the right one? That's not the right one. This is the right one. This gets that. That, okay, so that needs to be cemented first. So we are going to use a bit of crazy glue for this. With this one, just a little bit. Hey Lich, how are you? We are doing the final assembly of this cover, the back cover actually. Just a little bit of crazy glue in there. When applying this stuff, you don't want to put it on this one because it would be scraped into this line in here. We don't want that, so we're just going to put it in there. And then we slide it that way in place, and that is now stuck. Then we need a little bit of Gorilla Glue here. Not too much, just enough for it to actually stick. That. Now, this is where the tricky part is. Got to twist this one into position. Come on. Again, that's also why I'm using Gorilla Glue on this instead of Crazy Glue to cement those pieces together. If I had them glued down tightly, they would not come off. I would not be able to have done what I just did there. That can sit and rest like that. We do the other side. Okay. A little bit more space here. As usual, you will see that this desk is an absolute mess. This is normal. This is another reason why I'm thinking that I'm actually AU ADHD instead of just autistic. Okay, this one here, a little Crazy Glue. In here. This is just a generic cyanoacrylate, not actually Crazy Glue. It's the same stuff. Did an Eidolon come through, or is it just a Wednesday? It's just a Wednesday. Sorry. That's good there. Now this. This thing actually weighs quite a bit. The whole book is going to weigh a lot, I think. Surprising. I should actually go grab my my scale. I can give it a weigh. Oh no, now I've got that song going through my head. So, if we know that the average chili pepper weighs 10 grams, and you have a whole bushel full of them, how do you tell how many how many of those little red hots you've got in an actual number, give or take? Anybody got the answer? Missed a spot. You give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I was waiting for that. All right. Do not let this dry out. It is precious. It's that precious. Okay. Goes down there. And all through the house. Yeah. Where? Oh, yeah. They're there. How you doing, King? There, I do not like. Some of that came through. This is going to be covered anyway. I've got to make a strip to go along here. Okay, there we go. So far, so good. And then, last piece. Enjoying Soulframe? I have not even started it. haven't. I should, but I have not. Okay. That, I hope, is going to be enough. I don't think I need to put as much on it as I did on the inside here. Yeah. So I've got some smearing through there. I don't like that. We're going to try it like this. At least if I make a mistake, this stuff can be pried up. Bit of bleed through. That's what this tool's for. Clean that off. Scoop that out. Can't get in there. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Get in there with this. So, lesson learned. This is why I do these. I do my own first. I make my errors and mistakes and corrections on the original prototype, and that's it. After that, I may do further refinements, but not any assembly, things like that. Okay. Yeah, I've got too much in there. I've got way too much in there. It's coming through. That was too much. How much is sticking through there? Not really anything. It's all right here. That out. Get out. You're ruining the effect. Can't wait to play on console. I just want to play it. I had problems downloading it the day they opened it up. I did get my account. I have my account started, but I could not download the game because of some error. I should try again. Okay, there we go. That page is done. Now let's turn this off and put this on. And Genova gets to see the whole effect. Like that. It actually glows. That's what the black light paint is doing. Then, on the back, or on the inside cover, those lines also glow. Hey, Green Feather, how are you? Now, I need to check something here. Just a second. I forgot something here. Need to grab file here. All the way down there. Okay. Oops, wrong screen. Ah, come on. Close that. That's the screen I want. Okay. You've been better? Can I make your day? Let's do this right now, okay? I'm going to swap cameras here. If you're logged into the game, let's do that trade now while I've still got it here, while it's on my mind. Because I do not want to forget this. I owe you a Wisp Prime. Just need to pull this up. Once the game comes up, Gina, how are you? I, unfortunately,
Look, brothers!
well,
Welcome, friends!
okay, I have unfortunately some unpleasant news. There is going to be a delay for your dice. Where did I put it? Because... Go. There it is. because of, zoom in on that again, a paint disaster. That's the clear coat that lifted the white last night. I woke up today, came home after work, grabbed this to take a look at it, and that's what I was looking at. So I got to start over again. This is something that has to be fixed, replaced instead of fixed. So I will be starting over again with this. This is just going to be learning lesson, unfortunately. That paint I will not be using again. That's it. Not using that stuff. Don't want that happening again. That was a new paint that I've never tried before because Krylon has turned into garbage. Okay, but I want to get the right one for you. It was looking beautiful until this morning. But in the meantime, I want to show this off one more time before I switch over to the game. Where's the lamp? I would honestly, seriously, lose my head if it weren't screwed on. There it is. One more time. Black light. Look at that. Oh, it looks good zoomed in too. Look at that. Under black light. No black light. We'll zoom out. Okay. Looked salvageable on sun. Yeah, it did, but the thing was, I didn't use the clear coat. I hadn't gotten to the clear coat yet. So I clear coated it and it reacted. And we're in an ad break. Okay, so let's switch over. While we're in the ad break, I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm gonna grab the camera, shift it over to the other screen, and we'll take care of something here. Just be a moment. I know that could be a little bit dizzying. How's that for motion sickness inducing? All right, so swap over to here. And let's see. Come on, where's my mouse? There it is.
Check your inbox, operator.
Okay.
Maybe
Inbox first.
someday.
Genova. Okay. There is a rule. All gifts are immediately placed. So, orbiter. Decorate. And I have a place for novas right over here. And we will add a nova. And R. There we go. There. Okay, so I have an invite to go out. Where is it? So let's do this one, and actually I can do it this way. There we are. Yeah, green feather call. And I should have brought us into the dojo first, but we can do it this way too. I think we can still do it this way. Because Green Feather won the Wisp Prime that I gave away on Sunday. And that camera is tilted down. Okay, there we go. There we are. And oh, back this way. Here we are. all I ask is one single ammo drum. Prime chassis, neuroptics, blueprint, systems, and blueprint. There we go. It's all I ask, and it's all yours. I understand why they do this, but it's still annoying. There you are. Congratulations. Enjoy. And we have just 7 days, a week. We have a week before the new drop. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Okay, so with that done, I need to leave the dojo. And I'm going to bring up my 7 days. Yeah. 7 days to die. I haven't played that in a while. Grimoire. Bring this over here to this page. Maximize that. And zooming in on, where is the part we're looking at here? It is right in... There we are. That's the piece I want. That is not the piece I want. I want one that I've moved somewhere else. Got all these different layers. Is it here? Nope. Nope. Where did I put it? I think I put it in here. Maybe. As you can see, I keep all parts that I did, even ones that are no longer being used or intended to be used. All of this, every duplicate I've done. Occasionally I'll clean up some, but that's it. Okay, I gotta find that piece and split it all over again. Great. Lovely. Okay, so we'll go back to in here. We'll grab this piece from in here. There we go. Grab that. Duplicate it. Move it to layer 5. Okay. As you can see, I've been playing around with textures here, trying to get a wood grain look. That's not what we're about today. This is the part that we're looking at doing, and that has to be done. I swear I kept that piece, but where? Oh. Okay. It's this one it is. Right. Okay. Delete that half there. And then this half is the one that we want to play with. So we are going to, how did I print them? Printed them laying down, but that is not how I want to do it. So that goes from there to, I need one of these. Okay, so it goes in there, but it also shifts back to, oh, goes right back to there. So all the way out is where I want it. Undo that. Undo. Okay, so right there, and I need a cube right here. Just set my defaults. Okay. How did I do this? Gotta be working from the top. I want to print these so that these pieces are this way. Okay. Take that to here. There we go. There we are. I don't think it really matters that way. So what I want to do is oh, it does matter this way. Okay, it's right on that half point. 0.5. There we are. This is how the sausage, yes, actually it is. It really is how the sausage is made. All right, so this piece here, we are going to screw things up if I do it this way. Pinning it, I've got to pin these in place. So that piece there, poke it out. I can do this two different ways. Okay, no, it doesn't matter which. If I feed these in permanently, I don't need to split them down the middle. I can print it flat. If I do split it, it's okay. I know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. Trust me. Okay, so we have that. I need to get there. Vertices, edges, nope, edges. There we go. Deselect everything, and we are going to select those two. And we're going to subdivide them twice, I think. Yes, twice. Okay, then we're going to take these two here. Shift them. I want to do a 45-degree angle. Nope, I do not. So this one here, we're going to shift this forward to okay, division points here and there-ish. That right in close. What I want to do is make the pages removable, but part of this has to be permanently locked into the binder of sorts. So I have to split this piece and then attach them some other way. If I do that, how wide is this? Not wide enough. Okay. So I go from that point there. Let's try this. Apply. It's rotation. Then we can do this. Disappears, and then we move this to 0, and it's over on the other side. So it goes to undo that. Go 102. That should be at 0, but it is not. 205. That brings it to the 0 line. There we go. That's where I want. It's easier for me to think this way. Move that to 0. Take this, and we're going to object, apply. Nope. First, we're going to move it down to 0. Then we're going to apply its location. There. Okay, this one now goes down to 0 as well. So I've got this wrong. Tab. Bring this out to there. -3. Okay. I've messed this up. No, maybe not. 1.5. There. Okay. So if I take these two now, move them down to here. That's 2 mil. That leaves 10 mil between each. That's a good surface to mount with. Okay. Okay. So there's that. And I could split this 2 different ways. If I rotate this that way, those are printable. That is not printable. Oh, I know what I did wrong. This. .5 there. 7. What? $6.5. Is there? Okay, yeah, that's correct. Wasn't looking right. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces that are printable, opposing each other, and now I just need to put it's going to be a staple hole between them.
Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus.
Hi, Kevin. How you doing? All right. I think we're good. Wasn't you this time? Okay. We got it. Duplicate this just... I'm going to duplicate it twice. We're going to move one to layer 6 to save. So this one now we are going to... Really? Okay. Boolean function, we're going to intersect, carve that from that. Uh-huh. Not yet, this has to be wider. There. 20 by 20 by 20. All right, now we can do this. In, intersect, carve. That is complete. That leaves us with this one now. And difference this time, carve. That. So now we have 2 different pieces which can be printed separately, sandwiched together. Totally wasn't you. Ignore your whistle and say funny. Very funny. Okay. Now just to make things go together a little bit easier, we are going to make a little bit of tolerance here. So this one here, tab. Take this one and we're going to pull it back 1.5. And same on the other one. There, pull it back minus 1.5 minus 0.15 and one more adjustment. Okay, right in here. Create a cube and rotate it on x-axis by 45 degrees. And we're going to make it big enough to cover everything. And we're going to take this corner off. There. That's where I want that. So, we go. That's fine there. 4, 9. Yep, that's good there. That there. And we're going to difference, carve. Zoop. back on. This now, we take it over to the other side. That looks good there, and we take this corner off now. That. That's going to take care of the when this prints out, what happens is just in this little corner in here, this will actually end up rounded out. So what I've done here is just take the corner off so I don't have to file it out on every single one of them. It's just automatically compensating for that little rounding out. You can never get a very sharp angle with a fused deposition printer. So filament printers, you don't get a nice clean sharp angle there. You have to take steps to kind of fake it. Okay, next we need a cylinder vertically here, and it's got to be wide enough to get, so 1 millimeter. Where's the staples I'm going to use? I'm not using staples. I am using paper clips, which I may or may not have here. I thought I had a paper clip. Just a second. Okay, I have wire. I just don't know the diameter of it. So, that wire, zero that there. This wire is 1.54. So 2 millimeters. I need a 2 millimeter hole. Needs to be 2 millimeters wide, so that's 1 millimeter. So we just go to 2 by 2 by 10. Try this again. 2 by 2 by 10. There. Bring that down to 0 just for reasons. Duplicate that. And so 1.5 millimeter wall. 2 millimeters between them, 3 millimeters between. That should do the job. So we'll delete one of them here. Looking from the top, we got to get that. Where is our cylinder? There it is. Okay, it's right there. To the 0 line. And 0.5. And we duplicate it one more time. That is inconsequential. We shift this back to here. 0.5. 0.75, I think. And this one to 0.25. What? That didn't make sense. I went that way. I went the wrong way. So if we undo that, here undo, I want to bring that, this one, okay, I made a mistake. This is 0.25 and this one is 0.75. There. That gives me 2.5 mil between each of them. Okay. Trying to decide whether or not this is going to be strong enough. It's definitely got a lot of material to it around, so that should be fine, like that. That should be fine. That should hold things quite well. So we'll just join these two now. Like that. And I can't even hear the music. Is it even going? There it is. Okay, and we move this to layer 9. See, I keep all these different pieces. This now, we can take that. Difference, carve. Huh. Yeah. Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Take that. There. And this one we take same thing. I was just having second thoughts about how I was doing that. That's all it was. There we go. That is now those two pieces redone. We can now take them. Before we go anywhere else, we save the file. 278 saves now. Good God. This is more than 2 years in the making. Unbelievable. M1. Gonna just squeeze that in there and call that good. That's just gonna stick out for now for reasons. And because I want to save the piece. Okay, so we copy this now. So Shift C or Control C, and we're gonna open up a different instance of Blender. Okay. And maximize that. And we paste this in right there. Take each of these and we're going to flip one. So take this one and 0. Move them both side by side. So this one is going to go like that. So I get be printing them like this. Right. export that to Grimoire, STLs, Spine. I gotta check this before I do that. I think that is it, but let's open it up here. Yeah, it's just gonna take a moment. Oh, we've got an ad starting in a couple minutes, or in a couple seconds. And at the same time, I'm kind of hungry. It's like my dinner wasn't enough. Okay, that's the i3. There's this one. Okay. It goes back to Grimoire, STL Spine, and that's it there. Yeah, this is the correct piece. This is the one I'm looking for. So that, delete that. And back over here on Blender, we can save this. Then back here, open it again. That's the new one. And we can duplicate this. So I need 8, so 7. 7 times overlapping. I don't like the way they're overlapping, so we're just going to take a few of them here, like this, shift it there. And these ones, come on, that, shift them here. Rather spread everything out to there, and the ad has begun. What is Frosty saying about us? Let's observe the chat in its natural habitat. In the wilds of Magic Dice Warframe stream, a curious phenomenon occurs. The blurp sound emote meme, a rare sighting by blurp, echoes through the chat. Laughter, playful denials of guilt. Wasn't me, totally innocent. Ripple across the digital savannah. I missed this. Caljade greets with a triple. Henlo, well, Shem. Kevin Inc. Engage in friendly call and response dance of emojis. Okay. What is it actually set for? Alright. We can slice that now. And put the SD card in the slot. Check this. These are so tiny. They should print out solid regardless of how I've got them set. Okay, looking at the middle one here. There. Okay, there is a hollow. I don't want a hollow in these. Yeah, I want these to be solid. So we are going to go down to infill. And slice it again. And welcome back from the ads. Those who got stuck with the ads. Thank you for sticking around. Okay. So, no hollows, it is solid. It's too small to make any other way. And save that. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's not bad, actually. So the idea with these is these will make the hinge or the pages detachable. So while I'm at an event, I can pull the pages out, put in blank pages, and have everybody sign with an ultraviolet ink. So they'll only be seen under UV light. Pretty cool idea, eh? Okay, so that is set and ready, and that means I can clean off. Oh, I already had one on there. Bottom. I want to keep that one there. Okay, delete that. And there. Good. That's good there. Perfect. I can eject that drive. Set it down. And that means that part is done. There was another adjustment that I needed to make. What was it? I can't remember what I was thinking. That. I can turn that off. Where is it? Okay. And it is 9 o'clock. Sweet. I gotta eat something. Oh, Rice Krispie squares. Squirrel! Squirrel! Look at that. That looks absolutely gorgeous. I just love the way it's turned out. The scissors, I still have to do some detail pieces, bits on it. But everything here is actually looking really good. It's going to be heavy though. Shipping this is going to cost a bit. This is going to be great though when it's all done. Okay. Distraction moment's over. Okay, so with that piece done, there was something else that I needed to do. So back on this, it was I think it was this open. Is it that one? Oh no, it was these here. These pieces here need to be adjusted. So I'm going to take one of these, duplicate that, and that's going to go to, which page are we looking at? This, oh, I already have them here, so that's good. Take this one here. It was this one, that one. What we need to do is modify this so that this little arc on the bottom here, this little, oh, sorry about the bonk. You can add a bonk in there. Okay. Oh, good. I hit one earlier and I don't think anybody got it. But anyway, so there's this detail right in here, this little detail bit right there that I want to be visible. So back here, we're looking at this piece now. So that one there. And we're going to modify this so that these lines actually blend. So I've got to take this whole thing. How am I going to do this? I could just cut it. But that's not going to be neat. I will make a die. So right here in the center, we go cylinder. That one there, we're going to duplicate. It's 81, 75.5, and 19. Doesn't matter that. 81, 0, 71.5. There. Then we take that cylinder and we're going to make it 60 by 60. Hey, good guess. Look at that. That's not bad at all. But I don't have enough edges. So we are going to start that over again. I'm going to take this here and we're going to go to 64. And we're going to do it this way. 81, 0, 71.5. Push this to 0. And then we do 60 by 60. Like that. That looks good. I want that to just get into that spot right there. Okay, hang on a second. I need to put my hair back. Oh, well, next time you talk to her, say hi back. I hope she's doing well. I need to give Rachel a call too. Okay. Swap to lurking? Absolutely. Nearly messed up here. I can't read. My glasses are off. Hang on a second. What? Okay. Should stop sewing and switch. Yeah, if you're dividing your attention like that, swap to lurking, nearly messed up a hem. Should stop sewing and switch to priming tonight. Oh, thank you for dropping by. It's always great to see you. And don't make those awful errors of misattention. Always pay attention to what you're doing, especially when you're on the sewing machine. One missed hem or a misplaced hem, and things just they'll judge you for it. Everything's got to be perfect. Okay. That there. Is this going to be good enough there? Like just cutting that. Let's try this. So we're going to take this piece now. And the critics. Yeah. Well, it's not the critics. It's the judges. Most people from a distance won't see it. Who's going to see it up close? The judges. They're going to be looking. And depending on who's judging, some are very, very, very particular about your sewing. Okay. There. I think that's got it. Apply. Take this, delete that. Yes. Now, there is one other thing here. Yeah, that's there. Good. These here are inside out. So this, we need to go to here. And you see the difference in shading here, those darker spots. These spots in there. So we need to go to these, take that one, that one. These will print weirdly if I leave them the way they are. See that? I've got folds. Silly cosplay is going to be tattered anyway. Okay. Alright. I understand that. I'm going to delete these faces. And then clean them up. Manually. Not that one. That one. Not that one. Let's see. Only those faces. Cool. Something's not right. That is definitely not right. Okay, there's all these shadows in there that I do not like. Why am I not seeing? What is this? Just deleting that face now. That is an overlap. That goes to there. Okay. Okay, so this is undo this. Tab. Undo all that. Undo. Then undo. Undo that again. And that. And we got to clean this up first. Move this to somewhere else. Let's see. So I've got these here. If I take that away, delete only the face, leaves that. If I take this one, delete that face, there's an overlapping face. Why do I have an overlapping face? There it is. Okay, I found the problem. So we undo again. We take these here and that, and we want to join these. So what we're going to do is looking from the top here. We're going to seriously mess things up if I do this. Why did that happen? Huh. Okay, we're going to leave all the vertices. All these vertices are going to be left, and we're going to clean it up like this. We're just going to brute force them all and redo the faces. Let's see. Take those two. And those. And then over here, I'm going to take all these faces. Those. All of these faces right out to the edge. And we delete them. Oh, there's one here that did get caught. There we go. Deleting all of these. Only the faces. I want the vertices left, the edges left. Why is that doing that? That still doesn't solve my problem. Why in God's name is that doing that? I've got these edges that are folded over themselves. In weird ass ways. So the top. Yeah, that geometry. But how am I going to fix this? This is making for really bad geometry here. can't clean this up. I honestly can't clean this up like this. This is not going to work. Needs extra sanding. Do the obols have this as well? No. The obols do not. It's just that piece. So... it's just this. Do that again. Okay, I'm going to take the bite out. So where is that cylinder? There it is. 6 M6. Come on. Because it's already on 6. 7. There we go. This piece here. Difference. That. Apply. That leaves us with that. Okay. This now. 9. This one here has the faulty geometry. Weird geometry. So I can do... if I were to delete that vertex, what line is that on? Doesn't make sense. It honestly doesn't make sense. Let's try this. Edges. Delete some edges here. So that leaves that. But then there's this shadow face in here. Because that's happened. So if I delete those, edges only, there's that line right there. Okay. Okay, so it's this stubby line right there. Delete that, and what happens? Just that one disappears, because these two are still complete. I hate it when things aren't clean. This will print, but I don't like that it's not clean. Really don't like that. So it's just these two here on the edges that need this. Okay. Done. M1. So that's that one there. So we take that one, We're going to delete that. We're going to delete that one. Then we're going to delete that one and that one. Delete. Take that, duplicate it, move it to the other side. This one now, duplicate, flip it, and -19. This one, duplicate it again, flip it, and -19. There it is. Those are all done now. So they will be properly shown. That one there. Why does that one... Do I have another one there? Okay, why am I seeing a duplicate something? I'm seeing something fading into something else, and I don't like it. Because that is in the wrong spot. Ah, not that one. What? That. That one's in the wrong spot. So. Something is in the wrong spot. 0.5. Oh. Nope. No, that one's right. It's this one that's wrong. There. Now that's right. And that's right underneath there too. Okay. Wow. I have really messed a lot of things up on this. Okay, so that one does not have the parts that I need. Okay, that flat one, go bye-bye. And that means that this one, duplicate -22, 180. There. That's showing and that's showing. Got it done. Save this or lose it. 279. There we go. Okay, I am going to take a very brief break. I need to relieve myself. So I'll take a quick break and then jump into the game. If anybody wants to play, gonna run some relics. Hopefully get enough ducats that get enough relics, and actually I don't want to be running relics right now. We're gonna run a few missions, see what happens. Ad starts in 54 seconds, but we're gonna start it right now. I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back. Is the ad over? That's the question. I don't know if the ad is off. Pre-roll offer. I don't know what it's saying. Anyway, got this saved. We'll just save over again just to be sure. I think I saved it already, but we're just going to do it again. 80. There. Save it. Close it. Close that one. Close that one. Don't need to save it. There we go. Now, if anybody wants to join in, I just feel like some general mayhem. So, second earbud goes in. Let's see what we got. I want to play around with Requiem Fisher, Kuva Grenier, Axie, Lisa. Spineless Void Floods. Eh. Do disruption, sabotage, excavation. You know what? Let's just go find a fun and interesting one. So let's see. On what is it? Venus here? No, it's on Mars. Mars. I can't remember what the. There it is. There we go. Haven't done this one in a while. Just want to see what happens.
Do you know the story of
Here.
Eric and Rania? Lovers whose guardian Warframe tried to save them by encasing them in her
Kind of
crystal.
passing out.
It is their
That's okay.
remains and the connection forged between them that you are protecting.
What? I got no energy after that? Really? Fine. Infinite energy.
Let's go. We fought with honor. Oh, I jumped too much. Okay, I'm gonna get some loot.
One more trip through the tunnel of love, Tenno.
Yeah, okay, Tim. Whatever you say.
Having a week of out-nap, Krill? Rodents in your house, Krill. Thieving rodents. Make me come to Mars, do your job for you. Smash the crystal. Break the tunnel. No genes for you.
Uh-oh. Almost fell off the edge. Ah! I put it under a rock.
Corpus forces are mounting an assault on the Venus crystal. Stop them.
Venus crystal. Okay, back we go.
If either crystal is destroyed,
this,
the tunnel,
say,
their
right here.
connection collapses. Do not let that happen.
Look at all this energy floating around. So much of it. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna exiting here. So with everything that I've done, looks like I gotta make a new one of these again. So I've got to start printing pieces for this, which really sucks. I've also got to work on another project on the side, which I cannot show at all. Not allowed to. Rules of the game. Just among other creator artists in the creator program community. We are now doing this a second year, sort of a Secret Santa exchange, and I've got to work on a project for the person that I've drawn. So yeah, I've got to get that out soon too, so that's going to be interesting. Anyway, I'm looking at the time now, and it's probably a good time for me to call the stream. So looking at who is out there, I should take a look, see who's out streaming right now. We have a few out here currently playing. Let's see, we have, wow, let's show more. There's more. A lot of people playing. Well, here we go. Someone just starting, but it doesn't say what she's playing. Should have known. What else is she going to be playing? So we're going to go over raiding Melee Prowess. If you're not already following Melee Prowess, please, when you get there, give her a follow. She's a great streamer. She's recently gotten affiliate, so she's streaming a lot more. She's streaming a lot of Warframe. She's a good member of the Warframe community. Very active in the Fashion Frame and Captura, and loves to show off. She's actually playing the game tonight. Let's see, where is she? No category set, but she needs a raid. So let's head off to there. I will be back again on Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Going to be doing a lot more work on the Grimoire. Also, hopefully I'll have some other parts to replace the ruined Quest to Conquer Cancer dice. But until then, everybody, have a great week. Stay safe. Keep dancing.
Bro, we got it again. That's awesome. We totally got it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you, Magic. Please join Magic and give it a big follow. And how was your stream? How'd everything go? So, for those of you who are just tuning in and it's your first time, my name is Melee Prowess. I am a capture artist and streamer, so I mainly stream behind the scenes, run a lot of missions with my clannies, and teach you guys the good old tips and tricks on how to get a really good shot. And aside from that, we just like to grind